Good morning. Today we are here with the next segment of the entrepreneurship. Basically, in the previous section, we have discussed about the various theories as well as the concept of the entrepreneurship. So, today we will discuss what are the another theories are also available for the study of the entrepreneurship. Here we are discussing about the risk and uncertainty theory by the night. Various theories are there, and this theory is also very significant, as we can say from this specific slide. Risk taking is an essential prerequisite of entrepreneurship. We have previously also discussed about the risk bearing or risk taking skills must be there, which is required for an entrepreneur. Professor Knight and John Stuart Mill believe that taking the risk was an essential part of becoming an entrepreneur. All the students must understand about this specific line or this specific quote given by the Stuart Mill, that risk bearing is the key point for any entrepreneur. The risk bearing theory, as we can say, state that the entrepreneur makes profit by the taking the risk, and maybe he grasps the opportunity in the market. It is depend upon the abilities, as you can see here, and the preferences of the entrepreneur take on the varied degrees of risk. The risk theory states that if a business endeavor is riskier, the extent of the profit is also likely to be large. They define the uncertainty as a condition in which neither a prior seasoning is there or nor the statistical inferences can be used to establish the probabilities of alternative events. Simply put, applying a prior reasoning to an economic situation involving a unique event is irrelevant. This theory contends that the reward of an entrepreneur efforts in taking the non-insurable risk, which is not insurable, which is not insured, and the uncertainties, because uncertainties are always the part of the market. We are entering in the market and we are planning to become an entrepreneur. So the uncertainties always remain in the market. Uncertainties are there, as well as the opportunities are also there in the market. Like amount of the profit earned is the function of the level of the uncertainty borne by the entrepreneur. So this the risk and uncertainty always the part of the entrepreneurship. When the entrepreneurship developed, so that was the key point when there is the need to study or to focus about the risk as well as the analysis of the uncertainty, which become the part of the market. It may be a national market or it may be the international market. Next part, Hagen's theory are also there. Hagen's theory of the entrepreneurship is also clearly indicated or defined about the entrepreneurship. Like Hagen in the 1962 argued that the primary driver of the entrepreneurship is the creativity. Uncertainty is the part, but risk bearing capabilities or who want to take the risk become an entrepreneur, as well as the creativity is also the very important segment or a very important determinant or a very important, we can say, the skill which is required of creativity must be there when and we think or a entrepreneur think about to create any new product or want to launch a new product or the services. So there is the necessarily creativity is the part of the entrepreneurs. So creativity of the marginalized minority group is the part. He based the argument of this concept on the Japanese samurai community. The samurai community had traditionally enjoyed the considerable respect and the prestige which was subsequently taken away from it. The community became more active and vigorous in an effort to restore this lost respect, and it gave rise to the several entrepreneurs. Hagen emphasized the critical role that the creativity plays in the society. Transitions from the tradition, one of the modern industrial economy. He makes a detailed distinction between the creativity personality and the uncreative personalities. Two types of personalities were there, creative personalities and uncreative personalities. But for the successful entrepreneur or for the sake of the entrepreneurship, for the betterment of the entrepreneurship, there is the need of the creative personalities. According to him, all the cultures have historically been the conventional and continue to be due to the authoritarians child rearing the practices that produce the uncreative personalities. So this is focused or defined by the Hagen in the year of 1962. Several societies have transformed into modern economies while many others have maintained their conventional ways. Like conventional ways of living were there, Hagen's believed that the loss of respect, very important point is the loss of respect and the status act as a catalyst. Catalyst is derived also, it is the word which is also used in the chemistry. Catalyst is a particular element that is a very important part who may accelerate or who may break down or who have the ability to slow down any chemical reaction. So the loss of respect and status act as a catalyst which will increase or here it will work as the positive for the personality changes that eventually promote the entrepreneurial behavior. When a particular person lost the respect from the society, due to maybe the various reason may be there may be deterioration or degradation in their status or strata, then he may be a salaried person. Then he must think that he will establish in the future, he will establish their business. He will start their shop. He will start their some new specific stores, or he will start some organization, or he will start to provide the services. If he is a pharmacist, if he is a physiotherapist, he is a teacher, he is a mentor, or he is a motivator, or he is a career counselor, maybe anything. If he is doing business or she is doing business, due to the some loss of respect and due to the some degradation in their status, then there may be the chances to start a new enterprise, or that particular person become the part of the entrepreneurship, and that particular he or she become an entrepreneur due to the loss of respect sometime. So sometime, according to this theory, it will work as the catalyst. Then the entrepreneurial behavior will start. They think about the business, they think about the new venture, they think about to do some new businesses, they think about to launch new services in the market. When the members of a social group believe that the other social communities do not respect their goals and their beliefs, states withdraw and they develop. Having hypothesized that the several factors may result in the status withdrawal, including the displacement of the conventional elite groups from the privileged positions, the denial of the value symbols through a change in the approach of the superior groups. The incompatibility of the status symbols due to the shift in the distribution of the economic power and the failures of the expected status upon the immigrating to the new country. That is this entrepreneurship. The innovators. Innovativeness is also important skill, and this is also, we can say, a skill which is required for innovation is the part of the entrepreneurship. All the things are there in the market, but if you are launching a new thing, you are launching a new services in the market, you are providing some augmented product in the market, so there is the need of innovation. So innovation is also a very important segment, and innovation is also a very, very important point which is required for the development of the entrepreneurship. Like the entrepreneur who uses the creativity to work towards the self-imposed goals is an innovator. One goal given by the society, one goal given by the market, but some goals are there which is self-imposed by the entrepreneur. He think that he will do this specific thing, that he will provide this specific services, that he or she will provide specific commodities in the market. That is the part of the innovation. Like pages are there in the market, but nowadays there are the various type of the cell phones are there. Various type of the we can say this is the smartphones are there. So that is the part of the innovation. Information technology developed day by day. Various type of the medicines are launching day by day in the market. Previously, there was the medicines which were available in the pharmaceutical industry, and the persons who are the entrepreneur in the special segment of the pharmaceuticals. Then there was the tablet of only the paracetamol and so on. But there are the various combination drug therapy are available in the market, which is the part of the innovation. How this specific medicament is compatible chemically or pharmacologically, it becomes the part of the innovation. What type of the medicament may be launched in the market. So there are the various factors are available where is the innovation is also a very, very important point which are required for the development of the entrepreneurship in the market. Then avoid the participating in economic activities in the traditional societies because they view them as unimportant. It's not very important at particular time. The creative personalities focus their resources mostly on the things that the elites about in order to regain their status and their positions also. Therefore, it is the simple for these creative individuals to participate in the economic activities, which makes them economically powerful over the time and eventually any acquire of the other powers and alter the socio-economic system to one that is based on the contemporary economy. Also, we will discuss here the theory of the cultural values by the Thomas Corral. According to the Thomas, first of all, we must understand what is the meaning of the culture. In the previous classes or in the previous slide, we have also discussed about the culture. So what is the culture? Various types of the cultures are there, and the small segment of the culture is known as the subculture. Like the corporate cultures are there. Culture is depend or vary according to the profession to profession. So, but in total, we can say that in general way, the culture is the shared value or socially shared values, norms, and beliefs which is socially shared by the society is known as the culture. National culture, international culture, academic culture, business culture, corporate culture, region-based culture. Culture is very, very important part because for the success of any product in the market or success of any services in the market is also depend how the culture accept this product. Is there is any barrier? Culture is a barrier for the acceptance of this product. Is the very important part when we are doing the SWOT analysis for the launching of any new product or any new services in the market. Then it must be considered what is the culture of that particular country, what is the culture of that particular market, where we are going to launch new product, as well as we are establishing our organization, we are establishing our new enterprises, we are establishing any new organization in the market. There is also the need to focus or they also to need to study about the culture of that particular country or that particular market also. So according to Thomas Paine, thesis entrepreneurship represent a model personality which emanates from the role like the expectations, cultural norms, values, and the social sanctions are there. He claims that the entrepreneur embodies the idea, personality of the society, his or her own attitude, and the perspective towards the work, the requirement of sanctioning, organization, and the operational necessities of the job. Modern child and bring practices instill values like the high achievements, cooperations, teamwork, rationalism, etc. In addition to the value structures, the defining the groups, expectations about the roles, and the new operational demands in the market, which influence an entrepreneur's personality also. So, model personality, cultural influences, requirement to study of the culture of the nation or the market or the region is the part which is essential for the development of an enterprises or for the betterment of the entrepreneurships. Thus, the role of structure will be impacted by the changes in the operational requirement brought by on long-term shift in the factors like the population is a factor, technological advancement is the factor, institutional development is the factor. The majority of the nations entrepreneurs have come from a specific socio-economic spectrum as well as it believed that the Protestant ethics of the best helped to create the new generation of the industrialists also. It should be noted that the various castes and the communities have served as the foundation for the entrepreneurship, including the samurai in Japan, which I've already discussed in the previous slides with you, French families, structures, Parsis, Marwaris, Gujaratis, Indians, and so on. So, industrialization in Pakistan, there are the various factors are there where the socio-economical spectrum as well as need to study about culture is the part. Like sociological theory of the entrepreneurship by P.D. Reynolds, it is clearly indicated the four social contracts may be there which have been identified which contributes to the entrepreneurial opportunity, exploitations, and the development. The first social context is the social network. What are the social network available there, as well as instead of the opportunity, there is we have also studied about the social network. The emphasis is on the social ties and links that foster the trust in the market. To put it another way, an entrepreneur must not take the advantages of the others in order to the prospers, but the rather the success in the entrepreneurial ventures come from upholding goodwill and kindness towards the other. The second contrast is the kindness of the others, while the second proposed the reward is the life course stages, which involve the investigating the threats, what are the threats are there, and the circumstances of those individuals who have chosen to pursue the entrepreneurship. Here are the experiences may have an effects on how the people behave and how they think, which then inspire them to live fulfilling and meaningful lives are there. The third social contest is the ethnic identifications are there. So there are the four types of the determinants are there, four types of the contexts are there which are involved for development of the entrepreneurships as given in this slide also. Sociological background is one of the key drivers. Drivers are some specific things which are necessary or which is required or which are significant or which are responsible for the development of the entrepreneurship. These specific parts are known as the drivers who drive or who are responsible for the development of the entrepreneurs. That motivates someone to launch their own business. If drivers are there, if willingness are there, if tests are there, if the innovativeness are there, then there may be the chances to launch of their own business in the market. If they are willing to take the risk, then the particular person become an entrepreneur. For example, an individual potentials for advancement influenced by their social background. Marginalized pupils may surmount all obstacles and strive to achieve the success. If they are willing to achieve the success, if they are willing to face the obstacles available in the market, available in the society, that particular person becomes a successful entrepreneur. The population ecology, what type of the populations are there? Because when we are launching any new product, we are launching any new services in the market, there may also study about the population factor. Population ecology is that a particular thing we are used when we are launching any product in the market. Like India is a big market, like China is a big market. So how many population are there? How may be the chances of the success in the market? How many persons become converted or will opt your product or will purchase your product in the market? It is also depend upon the available population in the market. So when there are the population, then there is the chances of success in the market because population are there. Population is directly we consider in case of the entrepreneurship. Population is known as the upcoming consumers or the customer for the product or the services. Persons are there, then there may be the chances of the success in the market because population is there. The idea is that environmental factors have the big impact on the viability of the business, how the business will be viable, how the business will be survive, how the business become live or survive in the market. So, environmental factors including the political system, laws, government policies, rules, regulations, consumers, workers, rivals, competitors in the market have an impact on the survival of the new ventures, new services, new product in the market, and the performance of an entrepreneur. Like in the era of the globalization and during the corona pandemic, most of the business entities, most of the business shifted towards the online business. Also, the education industry shifted towards the online education, online guiding, online tuitions, online coachings, etc. So, this is the shifting from one specific segment to the another specific segment also depend upon the environmental conditions or the factors which are developed in the market. Opportunity-based theory of the entrepreneurship is also there. The opportunity-based theory proposed by the Howard Stuyvesant and the Peter Drucker, contrary to what the Australian school holds, opportunities-based theory that assume an entrepreneur take the advantages of the opportunity that originate from the novel changes. That is the changes in the technological, changes in the client, or we can say the consumer or the customer preferences are very, very important. When customers are shifting and their preferences are changing, then this is also a opportunity for some specific market, for some specific enterprises, for some specific organization, rather than the bringing about the change. Duker opines that defines An entrepreneur and entrepreneurship, the entrepreneur always searches the changes, responds to it, and exploits its an opportunity. Exploitation of the opportunity is the key part of the entrepreneurship. Opportunity framework is very, very important. So this theory basically define opportunity-based theory, which is depend upon the dimensions of the resourcefulness. It is defined that how we can launch a particular product in the market or the service in the market depend upon the opportunity. What type of the opportunities are there in the market? If there are the opportunities, then there is the need to launch the new product or the new services in the market, or you become an entrepreneur in the market. His theory hypotheses were based on an examination of the differences between the entrepreneurial and the administrative managements. According to this theory, entrepreneurial management is the search and the exploitation of the opportunities which are available in the market. So, without regard of the currently controlled resources, argued that the opportunities, recognition, and the development is not a chance to discover of any existing opportunity in the market. Rather, the opportunity development is a continuous process require proactive creation and the development of an opportunity. From the receiving an idea to development of the complete business plans, the authors also opined that the process of opportunity development involves the three distinct phases, like perception and discovery. So perception is also very, very important part. Perception, we can say it is depend upon the five senses where any consumer or customer think about the services, make a decision about the services, make a decision about the product. This is depend upon the perception of the consumer or the customer, and perception may be changed with the help of the various explanations. If there is a deterioration about the product or the service in the mind of the consumer and customer, then with the help of the evidences or physical evidences, we can change the perception of the consumer or the customer in the market. The first stage is to perceive or sense an unfulfilled market and market need as well, which is the underdeveloped resources are there. At the second stage, the entrepreneur recognized or discovered the fit between the market needs and the resources. Finally, at the third stage, the entrepreneur discovered or create the new fit between the separate needs and the resources in the form of the business concept is there. Researchers in the past have attempted to explain the individual differences in the opportunity, the recognition, the capability in terms of the psychological. It is a factor, very important factor is the psychological factor. Motivation is the psychological factors. So these various psychological factors are available in the market where an entrepreneur can grasp and maybe use to change the philosophy or to change the behavior of the consumer or the customer with the help of the psychological tools in the market. Cognitive attributes are there, ability to form the relevant, the social network and the previous knowledge and experiences of the entrepreneur. Individuals may differ in their sensitivities to perceive any market need to creation of the new value or its potential applications. Because of their heterogeneity, heterogeneity is the specific thing where are the various factors are available, more than one factors are available in the market. That specific thing is known as the heterogeneity. Knowledge, structure of the market, informations, ability, experiences, etc. will impact upon the development of the entrepreneurship in the market. The theory of the entrepreneurial alternate by the Israel Kinzel. Kinzel introduced the entrepreneurial discovery theory, which highlights the importance of an entrepreneur in the emulating the market price, this continuities, and bringing the market closer to the equilibrium. In the other word, they hypothesize that the entrepreneurs can balance the demand and the supply dynamics by recognizing and exploiting the market. The underlying factor of market imperfection include bounded rationality. Rationality word is very significant in this theory because rationality means is it is rational? Is this specific point is justified? Is it rational? Price is the price of the product or the commodity is rational? Is this specific combination is rational? Is the specific service is required to the consumer or the customer? Is it is rational? So there are the various product, various services are there which are bounded or must be checked or analyzed before launching because there is the rationality is the part is of this theory which clearly indicated there is the need to find out is when we are starting any enterprise, when we are establishing any organization, when we are willing to launch any new product in the market or the services, then what is the rationality of this product, rationality of the services, rationality of this enterprises, rationality of this concept must be considered before launching any product in the market. This theory also provides the concept, the profitability opportunities are there. This is correlated with the rational. The entrepreneur purchase items at a reduced the rates and sell them at the greater prices also depend upon the person. Where is are the need in the market or what are the supply, what is the demand and what is the supply in the market is depend upon the prices, what is the price of that particular product or the commodities is required for a particular product or the service in the market. Then we can say this opportunity is created by the ignorance or incompetencies of incubating firms or the other players available in the market, how many competitors are available in the market, what will be the price of the product in the market, depend upon the players available in the market. If this market is the monopoly market, if there are the more players in the market, so the price of the product or the commodities also depend upon the players or the we can say the competitors available in the market. Market dynamics. Dynamics is a particular thing where the market is continuously grow for the particular product and the commodities. New products are coming in the market, and some product which are obsolete is out from the market day by day are also the part. This is known as the dynamic market. It's always dynamic. There is always the entry and exit of the product, entry and exit of the enterprise in the market, filled by the prospective activity of their entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs should be able to recognize and economic possibilities are there, either the ignorance or the fail to comprehend, such as the need for the novel goods or the services. In the context, has been popularized the term entrepreneurial alertness. Alertness is very, very important. How we are thinking, what is the alarming situation maybe arises from the market. We must, or an entrepreneur must be alert about any new development in the market, which refers to an individual ability to identify the changes in the market, shifting opportunities, and the possibilities which are overlooked by the others. This theory also characterizes the individuals as one having an antenna that allows them to recognize the problem or gaps within the limit clues. So that particular person or for the development for the entrepreneurship, there is a need, and they must develop the ability to identify the changes. They must be alert about the market situations. What are the alert are they in the market? What maybe the become possibilities are there in the market? What are maybe the chances of we can say that what type of the challenges may be arise in the market? Is the specific product when we are performing well, but there are the changes in the preferences about this product or the service in the market from the consumer side, it may be alarming for the particular persons. So, what are the changes are there in the market must be we can say the pursue or must be considered by the entrepreneur as this term point here. The antenna should be there to recognize the problem and recognize the gaps between the limited clues in the market. It is clearly indicated in this theory. That creativity and the imagination action should be there and the impact on the time of the transactions in the market that will be entered into the future market is the part of this specific theory. The framework of the entrepreneur alertness was the further evaluated by the 10 in the year of the 2012 year. The framework of the entrepreneurial alertness proposed by the 10 that points that the cognitive function of the alertness is comprised of the three related cognitive as well as the process, namely the scanning and search of the information. Scanning also the part of the entrepreneurship development, making an association and the connection between the information gathered and evaluation and the judgment also. So this theory is clearly indicated. Alertness also a very important part of this theory. Then the theory of resource and the theory of capabilities. The highly influenced theory, which was first presented by the Candler and the Tills and the Ansoff, can be thought of a process of strategies formulations, planning formulations, where the entrepreneur examines the resources the company has in order to cause their potential for the value creation as defined in the business strategies in order to capture the most valuable possibilities sustainable in the market. The production process here must be taken into the account these financial, physical, as well as the human technology, reputational, organizational resources are there. On the other hand, capabilities are defined as the ability of a group to carry out a task or the activities which represent the main sources of the company's competitive advantages are there. So this theory is very significant, which is the resource and capability theory. When putting the theory into the action, one of the key to the success is making the effective use of routineness, which are described regular, stable, consistent, and predictable partners patterns of the activities made up of the series of the coordination and the repeated learning by doing, learning by doing, learning by doing. So it acts performed by the individuals. The outcome of the creation or the sustainable economies of the experiences are there in this theory. The economies of the experiences are crucial to entrepreneurs, particularly when they launch the firm in the market, new venture in the market, new product they are launching in the market, new services they are launching in the market. This is clearly indicated in this theory, which must be considered in the development of the entrepreneurship. Theory of the evacuation by Saravastri. The notation of this theory also developed there. The various theories are there. Ample number of the theories are there, which explain the inherent characteristics and the nature of the entrepreneurial process are there. This theory argues that the process of the entrepreneurship is primarily effectuations rather than the causes. While this process take a set of methods as given and concentrate on the choosing amongst the different effects using those. This process take a specific effect as given on the focus of the choosing the ways to achieve the effect using the means available in the market. In this cohesion process, which is related with the causes, an individual might create a menu for the particular meal by gathering the ingredients and subsequently prepare the intended meal. So, however, while using an evacuation process in preparing a meal, they make first check to determine what ingredients are there and hand before the combining the resources, what type of resources are available in the market, create a compatible meal also in the market. So according to this theory, start with a set of restricted resources. What are the restricted resources are there? What maybe the restriction maybe arises during the process, and the entrepreneur they choose between the possible outcomes according with the present degree of the manageable losses are there. The entrepreneur weighs the implications and the uses to existing means to exploit the contingencies appropriately, the four guiding principles given by this theory. So, this theory clearly, the effectuations hypothesis state and entrepreneurial firms make a decision differently than an established firm in the market. So, this theory is clearly indicated here by the theory of the entrepreneurial, recollect, behavioral theory. This theory of the entrepreneurial, recollect, the first put forth by the French anthropologist in the year of 1900, we can say 62, seeks to comprehend that how the entrepreneurs respond and act when they confronted with the resources in the market. There are some limitations are there. In order to manage the market uncertainties, survival, and perhaps even flourish despite the resources constraints are there. Actually, they deal with making the things and carrying out the plans with whatever is available in the market. It is more prevalent in the market as small scale industries when we are launching because the resources constraints are typically more severe in these sectors. Entrepreneurs' creativity encourages the backlog by the developing the organizational resilience as well as the making use of the technical systems available in the market which directly affect upon the business. Business that use the entrepreneur. So the entrepreneurial refuse to implement the restrictions imposed by the shortage of the resources. Hence, instead, these companies gather both material as well as the immaterial resources and build the creative business in the market. The strategies are there, tactical process are there, and policies to achieve in the market. So entrepreneurial theory is clearly indicated as the big laws fosters catalytic innovations and the skills and growth of the changes are there in the market. So types of the entrepreneurship. There are the various type of the entrepreneurship are there. Different individuals have the different aims, goals, dreams, different types of the business and they wish to start. This decision depends upon the primarily on their skill, their availability, prior knowledge, experiences, entrepreneurial ecosystem available, country, what are the regions, preferences, and general following types are there. Entrepreneurships are observed as small business entrepreneurship. Small businesses make up the vast majority of the entrepreneurial activities in India. Small businesses are developing nowadays. So small business operators make the money to sustain their families, and they maintain the basic quality of life with the help to develop or establishment of the small business enterprise. Because they are small, mostly informal, and lack the substantial innovative capabilities. They are small. Small business find it is difficult to obtain the venture, invest for the efficient operations. So these entrepreneurs are generally borrows money from the friends, family, here and there, and they start their own business, and they start some small savings also and resources to find their business activities. Frequently, the workers in their enterprise and neighbors also their relatives may be there. Then we can say there are the boutiques are there, saloons are there, local milk stores are there, grocery stores are there. There are the various examples are there where a particular person start a new thing, a new venture in the market, but it is small. So this is under the part of the entrepreneurship, categorized as the small business enterprises or small business entrepreneurship. Large companies are there. This is the part of the large company entrepreneurship where there are the big businesses are there, big business houses are available in the market, and they are continue to provide the cutting edge production products and the services to earn a profit from the market. Over the time, they have grown into the big organization and have developed their sustainable competitive advantages over their competitiveness to suit ever the changes need of their clients. They are always developing their technology through the resources and their development. Apple, Samsung are the two well-known examples of the large-scale corporate entrepreneurship available in the market. These organizations are managed by the skilled, creative professionals in the market who understand how to sustain in the market, what is the need of the innovation in the market. They maintain the competitive advantage in the market. These businesses offer the variety of items based on their core product or the services available in the market. When a small business experiences rapidly growth, they can quickly scale up, become a major corporation in the market. This is also the feasible if a major corporation buys them. The large company entrepreneurship exhibits the specific lifestyle in the market. So they are under the part of the large company entrepreneurship here. Scalable startups are there, which is the part of the entrepreneurship. Scalable startup, the entrepreneurship starts with an innovative idea, something new in the market that has the potential to bring about the significant change in the market or significant change in this society also. Before starting a profitable business, these entrepreneurs identify a market need and they provide a solution for that. The venture capitalists typically grant investment for the such business on the basis of the originality and the scalability of business ideas are there. They are specialized worker in order to achieve their goals, and quick growth are there. So this is under the part of the startup entrepreneurship is there. International. When the business is growing and when we have established a concept. In international entrepreneurship, entrepreneurs carry out the business or their operations outside the boundaries, outside the nation of India or the native country. This involves the setting up a sale unit overseas or exporting the goods from one host country to the another country also. International entrepreneurship or entrepreneurs is the profitable when the local demand for the goods and the services decline and demand in the world market increase day by day. Then there is the need to establish the international entrepreneurship. Most of the Indian entrepreneurs are also doing business abroad, but they are doing well. So before they are mature enough to explore other overseas market, international businesses, entrepreneurship initially, or their product just in their home territory, it becomes the part of the international entrepreneurship is there. Social entrepreneurships are also exist in the market. This is also the part or under the part of the classification of the entrepreneurship are there. Social entrepreneurship or entrepreneurs recognize the social problems, maybe problem which is related to the society, and plan their entrepreneurial initiative to benefit the society, for the shape of society, for the betterment of the society. These entrepreneurs develop the innovative goods, innovative ideas, innovative services, remedies to tackle the urgent societal challenges in the market. They are launching some specific product in the market which is helpful for the humanities. They are launching some specific product, some specific medicament also, some specific, you can say the various type of the wheelchairs they are launching. So there are the various type of the product may be launches which are for the which is mandatory, like the sustained release drugs. Sustained release drugs are the drugs we are launching in the market, which is work when a particular person, an elderly patient, are taking this specific medicament, then it is sustained or slowly it will be diluted in our body, which will helpful for the effectiveness. So when there are the chances to miss the specific medicament, then when they are taking the sustained release drugs, it will work when that particular person is sleeping, then the specific medicament is released in their body. So for the to stop the chances of missing the doses, they are launching some sustained release which is required when it is required. This is also some type of the medicine also known by the pharmaceuticals in the market, that is known as the MD, mouth dissolving. When there is no water available, what is the remedies? They are taking this specific thing and it is melted in their mouth. So there is no need of the water. So this is also some specific products are launched in the market. Some type of the wheelchair are launched in the market. Some type of any products are launched in the market which is essential or required or beneficial for the society. Then this is known as the social entrepreneurship, like the green products we are launching in the market. So this is the part of the social entrepreneurship. Efforts to protect the environment, efforts to protect the animals, for the animal welfare, for the protection of environment or ecology, care of underserved population through the humanitarian endeavors, encouraging the community, health, education are some of the area where the social enterprises work. They are doing very, very well. Sometimes they are non-profit enterprises are there. They are motivated by the realization of the society for the benefit of the society. Not they are only the profit earners, but they are non-profit organizations are there. They are working for the shape of society, and these type of the entrepreneur, when they are doing their businesses, are the part of the social enterprises. The goal of the majority of the social enterprises is to prioritize the financially sustainable society changes there. Their organizations are use the morals, ethics, and various type of the planning they develop to increase the success, not for the profit, but for the sake of the society, such as mindful consumptions, corporate the social responsibilities, instead of the focusing on the making money and expanding on wealth only. They are working for the society, like the social entrepreneurship seeks to be better of the world. So these are some specific things are there. Environmental entrepreneurs are there that are work for the sake of the entrepreneurship, for the, we can say, for the development of or cope with the ecological environment is the part. Technological entrepreneurs, they focus basically on the technology. Their expertise are there. So there are, we have discussed about the various type of entrepreneurs there. Thank you very much. We will next part we will start or we will discuss in the unit number 2. Thank you very much.